SEAL Conservation Corps in 2011 was a great success. We had amazing leadership. The members we chose through a competitive process have shined.
I joined because I wanted to make an impact on the environment this summer while also working, because I definitely needed a job.
It's so easy just to work in a job where all that you're getting out of it is your own personal benefit, but this was really a wider spectrum thing, and I think that really helped me feel more confident about what I was doing.
We actually not only just showing how important it is to put in for the environment, we actually showed like people who can actually work together, and like we can actually change if we really wanted to.
I think, you know, we're all here because we all want to do something for the earth that we all share, and I think that really brought us together as a team.
All my life I've been in small groups, and it's really hard to find one group that works together, especially really well. This one is one of those really rare groups that actually worked together rather than being forced, oh, we didn't do something, so we're going to force all the load onto you, where you have to do it all.
I thought we'd be doing mostly land cleanup and invasive removal, and we went everything from invasive removal to canvassing with the South Coast Energy Challenge, and it just covered pretty much the whole spectrum, and definitely got a lot of experience through everything that we did, and it went way past my expectations.
Well, I'm just gonna take away the ability to push myself. Before, I would just be easy to give up. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna do this, too hot. I'm just gonna, like now, I'm like, it's too hot. I'll just take a sip of water and keep going.
The start of every day as a professional is prompt and with good attitude. If you don't show up to work every day prompt and with a good attitude, the rest of the day is gonna follow subpar. And so showing up and being able to hit the ground running, have everything you needed, you come well hydrated, well fed, clothes are clean, ready to roll. That's how the day starts.
My name is Charlie Garrier. I'm the outreach coordinator for the Westport River Watershed Alliance. The group came in and they did great. The importance of their work here was to remove invasives from the created wetland. This created wetland helps remove a lot of pollution from the stormwater that runs off the road before it goes into the river. So by cleaning out those invasives, it allows the wetland here to do its job better, so that those invasives don't choke out the natural plants that help take up the bacteria and other pollutants that otherwise would go directly into the river. They came in, they got right to work, they were really excited about everything, really interested in everything. We couldn't have been happier with the work that they did. They were smiling through the whole thing, working really well together, had great leadership and knew what they were there to do. But also had a really fun time doing it.
As you can see here, this is a trench that me and the SEAL Corps built.
First started trench digging way down there, while others did brush clearing way over here. And we slowly made our way down here and made a little path all the way out to the water. The idea for this was early in the year, all the water would run down and it would all come right in here. It would just like be all muddy and it'd be unwalkable. So what we did was we made the trench so it would start way out here and it would work its way down out towards a nice scenic area out there.
We're out here, we're clipping this invasive plant right here. It's called brown knapweed. It's an invasive plant, just chills in the field. So you basically just grab it by the stem, cut it, pull it all up, and then throw it in the bag and make sure you get it all. What we do is we take these bags over to Covanta, which is CMAS, and what they do is they burn it up and make energy out of it.
I'm so glad to have the South Coast SEAL Conservation Corps here working at the sanctuary, fixing our butterfly garden. It's unbelievable how much they accomplished in just a few days of their 2 weeks with us. It was really great.
So we had to weed everything out, and then we removed all the seashells in here before, that were in here before, and then we put down the sheep. we put down the seashells, and we had to dig over here where the rock wall is, and then actually install the rock wall, which Zach was a really big part of. So yeah, so we took all these shells out, we revamped it, we put in new stones. Shout out to the AmeriCorps crew who took out all the stones for us so we could put them back in, and Alexis Miguel, who's not with us right now, but she was a big part of the stone wall project as well as the butterfly garden.
Elvis Contreras. I'm a power project team member here, and I'm a co-property manager here at the power project. The SEAL Corps came in here and beautified the place up. They cleaned out the Emerson lot over there, which was a mess, and they beautified the sacred green space here. As you can see, it's beautiful. And they also helped us in the teepee area, weeding that out, putting down mulch, laying down a path. They did a lot of work. Not only did the work meet our expectations, I think they exceeded our expectations. We were all just amazed every day we came back and saw what was completed and how efficiently they worked and how beautiful everything looked.
We laid some irrigation lines over here, so all these plants will get a good amount of water.
Yeah.
And
all right, what we did was we dug out trenches and we followed the base of each plant on the roots, and we planted the dripping hose, and then we piled the filling right back on top, and we turned the hoses on, and now they can self-water themselves.
So we're still at the sacred green space, but now we're at the teepee section, and here we did some mulch work. We pulled up all the weeds in this little lot, and we also laid this brick path here. So if you wanted to step inside, you can see inside the teepee, where we also did a fire pit. You want over there?
This is the fire pit that we constructed. It was mostly Alexis Miguel, who again is absent at the moment. But yeah, we put down these bricks around it, which you can't really see right now because it looks like somebody used it, which is good. They're utilizing the space. But yep, this is inside the teepee. You open the top when you're going to set a fire. And that's about it for inside the teepee.
All right, we're here at the Emerson lot in New Bedford, right down the street from the sacred green space. Take a look at this. This is everything that we cleared out. This was 10 times worse here.
When we first came here, there wasn't even a fence, and half that sidewalk was covered in all this brush, and it was absolutely terrible. When we got here 2 days later, we just fixed it all up. We made it visible, the fence became visible, and lots of people actually drove by and said, hey, we can actually see it, thanks. Oh, this is so nice, thank you. And we got a lot of thanks and appreciation.
The lady that walked by, she was like, oh my God, you're finally doing this. We was like, yeah.
What I think is fantastic about a youth corps or a conservation corps is that it allows people to spend the time and to do the work that really cements that relationship that, in this case, young people from New Bedford, Fall River, greater area can have with nature and break that cycle of it feeling like it's not theirs to interact with. I know that Vanessa is gonna go and talk to her people, her friends and family, and say things about nature that will resonate. I know that Zach will, that Haley will. Every one of our 8 crew members is going to have a relevant story spoken from the heart. It'll be what they learned. People will see the difference in who they've become, and they'll see that these guys are responsible and feel a sense of responsibility towards nature that I think is fantastic.
So looking forward, we'd like to grow the program. We are hoping to do some school year projects. So some Saturdays each month or after school, potentially working in fall or spring break and getting these youth to come back and keep building these bonds and relationships over time, building a network of youth stewards across the region. And whether it be volunteer or paid, they've already expressed interest, so we'll be building our school year model as well as doing some development and looking forward to next summer, 2012.